Now we want to go ahead and create a dashboard. So we'll go ahead and open up our dashboard designer, and we'll find those compliance status graphs that we built, or reports that we built. And so we can come in here and we can grab the ones that we want. So let's see, we've got the patch compliance details report. So remember, that's the table that we built. And actually that's the ad hoc view, so that doesn't have our conditional formatting. Let's bring the actual report in. So you can see there's our conditional formatting that we had added. And then we have the compliance status overview, which is our chart. So we can put that up here. And so there's our chart that shows us our different patch policies and our compliance to them. We may want to bring this over here a little bit so we have some room to add filters if we wanted to. Let's go ahead and add a filter for device full name. And so now you could limit this to a particular folder of devices. So let's say you've got your zone organized in such a way that it's broken down geographically and you want to look at the patch compliance for one geography, you could put that in and it would refilter these. Now, in order for us to get it to refilter everything, we've got to put together some mapping between fields. Also up here, one of the things I want to make it do is when you click a pie slice, I want it to filter the data. So I'm actually going to say enable some chart hyperlinks and then go into this map parameters, which is going to bring up our mapping parameters. And you can see here, I've got this filter group that I just added, this device full, and then I've got the fields that come in our compliance status overview graph. So I'm going to say if you click on that graph, I want to pass the patch policy name into the details report so that then I'm only looking at the details for that one particular thing as the patch policy name because they match up. On the filter group, when I click here, you can see it's automatically passing that to this graph. I also want to go ahead and pass that to the other table, and so we'll do that to the details and pick the device name here. And we'll say OK. Actually, let's fix that. The device full name, because we're passing full name. We'll say OK. And now we've got everything wired up for our dashboard. We can preview this by clicking on here. Now we've got this. I don't really like the borders here, so I'm actually going to make a quick change to the overall dashboard properties. I'm going to say I don't want to show the borders. Also, I want to allow them to export this, and maybe I could auto refresh content. Again, for this particular graph, because all of these can be really heavy against your database, I wouldn't recommend setting this for auto refresh or really even running this during the day. I'd set it all up to be scheduled and run on off hours. So we'll say OK here. We'll go ahead and put it back into view mode, and you can see kind of those borders go away. If I come in here and look at MS patches and I click on this, you'll notice that the Java updates down here is going to disappear because I clicked on this pie chart, and so I know that it's only showing me those. You can see now I can look and say, okay, what's the compliance percentage of each of these? Maybe I only care about servers right now, so I could come in here and say, I only care about servers. Say apply. And now you'll notice that things change here because I only have 6 servers in the list instead of the 9 workstations that are included as well. And this filters down to just the devices that are servers in my zone. So there you have a very quick dashboard that could be created. With the export capability, you also then have the ability to save this as a PDF. So I'm going to go ahead and save this right now so that we can use it in a minute to go ahead and schedule this. So I'll say patch policy. This will be our patch policy compliance dashboard. And now we've got a dashboard that we can use for patch policy compliance.